Good evening. 96% of all Kentucky school districts will continue with mask mandates. 6 districts across the state do not have a requirement, including 2 in Mercer County. It's the only county in our area without a mask mandate, despite Mercer County having an incidence rate above the state average. Grace Feinerman talked to the school board chairman of Bergen Independent Schools about the decision and why not everyone is in agreement. That story is first on Fox.
After a 4-1 vote at Wednesday's board meeting, masks at Bergen Independent Schools are no longer required.
I just hope that the population understands that there's no right answers to some things.
Bob Clark, chairman of the school board, explains masks are encouraged. He says they're required at all times, besides when at workstations and eating, but for some, this isn't ideal. Superintendent Will Begley gave the following statement Wednesday: "My job is to protect the students and staff of Bergen Independent Schools. We have students with special needs and older staff, and both are in the high-risk category." He continues to say, "My recommendation to everyone is we continue to implement universal masking regardless of vaccination status until local cases are more on our side." In this statement from the superintendent from the board meeting, it says 91% of staff do not feel comfortable working around students without masks. One of these teachers is Jennifer Barlow.
We stood up in the board meeting and we, headed that direction. And unfortunately, we were outvoted. Some of the people who were presenting don't really understand how the classroom works. I think that they felt like we stand in front of a room and lecture, and we don't. Our classrooms are live and they're active and they're constantly moving. And so for our kids to be masked allows us to keep going with those activities.
Our primary concern is the safety of our students.
But things could change, according to Clark. He says the district will take action based on case numbers. In Mercer County, Grace Feinerman for the Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
At the board meeting, Superintendent Begley said cases are so high, school had to be canceled for 2 days because of the lack of staff.